Alright all, and welcome back to a new video, and of course it is the Punchestown Festival week. Hopefully heaps of videos this week, so we go through the 5 days of top class action at Punchestown. Punchestown has greatly benefited this year from the fact that it's a little bit later on, and therefore the better horses have been able to put themselves away from Cheltenham to now, and Willie Mullins he's got an absolute onslaught on this Punchestown card. But anyway, we're going to go quickly through day one, which starts off with the Ladies Perpetual Cup. Obviously, one here that's going to be quite short, I think, is You Cannot Be Serious for Enda Bulger and Derek O'Connor. And I must say, I think he's got a cracking chance, You Cannot Be Serious, and probably would be the go-to. Day one's a hard one because there's a fair few favourites that could well go in here. Enniskillen, though, is probably an each-way bet to nothing in this race. I don't really like that phrase, but I've used it there anyway. He always runs his race in this. He's won it 2 years ago. He fell in the race last year when he probably would have been placed. Was second the year before. So he's done the rounds in this Ladies Perpetual Cup, and hopefully he can go well for local trainer Peter Maher. The Herald Champion Novice Hurdle, Classical Dream is going to take a lot of stopping here, but 8-13 reflects that for Mullins and Walsh. It's annoying because I looked at this race earlier today, actually, and Quick Grab'em was 9-1, 5th of 6 in the betting, and I was kind of going, what on earth? Because I thought he was by far the second best horse in this race, if not, could really give Classical Dream a run here, but he was put up, I think, by David Jennings in 5 horses to watch for the Punchestown Festival, and now he's into 5-1. So thank you, David Jennings, for ruining my each-way price. I still think he's got a cracking chance here, Quick Grab'em. He'd be a horse that if he ran in the Supreme, I would have backed him. I think he's a very good horse. The likely pace set by Felix Desjy will help him. Classical Dream, however, though, does look a really, really good horse. I think it's between the two of them, to be honest. The Handicap Hurdle, I think Golden Spear, the top weight here, he's on a career-high mark, but I backed him when he won it down Royal, so I'm not going to desert him now. Owen O'Connell on board yet again. I think he's got a cracking chance. And one here that you kind of feel stupid for doing it, but Ray of Time, I think he's got a chance here. He's certainly each way wise. He's got solid maiden hurdle form. David Mullins takes the ride. I do like David Mullins. He's a cracking rider for Henry de Bromhead. And he's got some very good, useful form in behind City Island at Leopardstown once. He's got something about him. And perhaps in a handicap he can finally break through. The Punchestown Champion Chase. I thought we were going to see the return of the King. The King Duvan. But he did not get entered. Which was a bit of a shocker, to be honest. But anyway, it does mean that Min will probably win this race. He's a 4-7. Again, it's a hard one. You gotta just give me a little bit of sympathy, because I don't want to be tipping losers. But that being said, to tip the winner, I might have to put up Min, so I kind of have to. I think Great Fields could run a big race at 10-1. He likes it around here. He's fallen 2 times, the last 2 times. He comes with that health warning, but he's a horse I've always had a bit of time for. The Goffs Land Rover Bumper is usually a horses for courses with the old Robert Tyner, and he's got Fiston de Becon here with Derek O'Connor. He won this race in 2016 and 2017, the trainer, with Vision de Flo once in one of those races, who turned out to be a very good horse. So I think he's got a chance, and one that's probably, perhaps, I don't know whether he's going to be fancied or not, but Scalar for Liz Doyle. His form line reads 2-8, but don't look into that 8. He almost unseated at Thurles and was eased off. Finney Maguire in the plate. He's had a great season, Finney, and hopefully Scalar can go close. The Punchestown, or the Dooley Insurance Group Champion Novice Chase, is a very good race. I like Delta Work. 6-4, though I'm not so sure. He's had a tough, hard season, and the ground perhaps not really his friend. I can't get behind A Plus Tard as a horse. Everyone's jipping and jiving over him. The horse has never won right-handed. I even went and looked at his French form, and he didn't win right-handed. Why is everyone going berserk, running at a right-handed track over 3 miles? Can't see it myself. As for we've got one who can't go left-handed in Get a Bird. Hasn't been seen since Christmas. when he was second to Hardline. Should have won that race, made an absolute dog's dinner the last, and all but came to grief. He's been backed in this week. Ruby Walsh in the saddle could go close. And I think the each-way bet here, there is 8 in the race, which is class for each-way punting. And Discorama, obviously a big fan of him. Paul Nolan and Brian Cooper. He was a very gallant second in the National Hunt Chase. The only reason he won't run a race here is if that race has really left a mark, which it could well have done. That's probably the only warning with him. 16 to 1, though, is a big each-way price. And in the finale bumper, I have to go with Front View here. He was second behind Blue Sari at Goran Park. And Blue Sari was absolutely immense that day, and he was well fancied Front View, so they obviously highly regard this horse. He was then brought down at Navan when travelling strongly into the straight. Absolute Calamity Jane sort of thing. And I think this is where compensation does lie. I think Farquhar de Large is probably his biggest danger, but it will probably be second favourite. Or I don't know which one of these two will be favourite, but I think they should be top 2 in the betting. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And of course, give me who you think is going to be winning on day 1 of the Punchestown Festival. For me, it looks like a favourite stay. I reckon Classical Dream will go in. I reckon Min will go in. Do you think so too? Let me know down below. Until tomorrow, best of luck.